please, and thank you. All aboard the last bus. That's it. Move right along down inside.
Oh, wait!
All right, darling, up on. Bleeding brass monkeys.
Ta for waiting.
Always room for one more on top. Yes, please. Any more for Mrs. Moore? How far are you going then, love? All the way, is it? Shipping Compton, end of the route. Turn around here for Oxford. End of the route. All passengers alight, please. You'll be all right in a minute. Calling nature.
You'll get frostbite.
Hey?
You're flying tonight?
Go on then. Let's get going.
Body was found by the local beat man just after 6.
Do we know who he was?
Professor Patrick Stanton. Going by an envelope in his pocket and the maths papers in his case, he was a don at Wolsey College. Wallet's untouched, so it doesn't look to be robbery. There's a bus ticket in his pocket. It says he boarded the 33 at stage 2 in town.
Does he live out this way?
Beat man doesn't recognise him as local, so visiting someone maybe?
Have to be, wouldn't he? Bugger all else here except the boneyard, and it's a bit late for leaving flowers.
I'll see if door-to-door gives us anyone who knows him.
Doctor, what have we got?
Given the temperature overnight, it's quite difficult to offer a precise time. But most likely, time of death was between 10 and midnight. Cause of death would appear to be loss of blood, as the result of a number of stab wounds. Be able to say exactly which had been fatal after the post-mortem.
What's that with his eyes?
Someone's carved a cross into each one.
Some sort of religious nutcase?
Oh. Do you think, Sergeant? It struck me as perhaps more clown-like.
I don't think Billy Smarts would pack in many looking like that. Kids have run out screaming.
Signs and wonders, Chief Inspector. Signs and wonders. Something right up Morse's apps, I'd have thought. Not with you this morning?
No, he's rung in sick.
Ah. Yes, well, there's a lot of it about this time of year. Unless there's anything else, shall we say 2 o'clock?
According to the master at Wolsey, Professor Stanton was well liked. He'd been at the college for 6 years and lived alone in North Oxford.
What about family?
A sister in Swanage. Other than that, a single man without an enemy in the world, as far as we can make out.
Where's Morse in all this? One can generally depend upon him to contribute something useful.
He's off sick, sir.
He was off sick several days last month, wasn't he? Has he seen anyone?
Not that I know, sir. He's just a bit run down, I expect.
I'm no fool, Thursday, and nor are you. He's not been himself for quite some time. That Venice business, presumably.
He blames himself, sir, for everything, really.
It's nearly a year. He can't pull himself out of it. Wasn't there talk about a transfer to Kidlington at some stage? Change of scene, leave all this behind?
There was, sir, but... Well, to be honest, I've just got used to having him around.
We're officers, Thursday. The men come first, always. Whatever the personal cost.
Well, this was a sustained attack. The majority of the wounds, Sergeant, were to the front and back of the torso. The wounds penetrated the aorta, the descending thoracic and abdominal areas, another the left ventricle of the heart. He really didn't stand a chance of recovery from either.
Anything on the weapon?
A large single-bladed knife, about 8 to 12 inches in length.
Right or left-handed?
The injuries to the eyes aside, these were stabbing wounds rather than slashes, but more likely right than left.
Doctor. So what have we got here?
Not much. Just his work papers, which he looks to be marking up in red ink, and an envelope addressed to Stanton at Wolsey, sent the day before yesterday.
How do you make out at Chipping Compton?
It's a bit of a dead and alive hole. Wasn't known to any one of the locals. At least nobody recognised his name or description.
So what was he doing there, then?
Oxford 2831.
May I speak to Mr. Thursday?
No, he's at work. This is Mrs. Thursday.
Doesn't ring a bell.
We've a ticket says he was on your bus.
He may have been, but I don't remember him.
Many left on board by the time we got to Chipping Compton.
1 or 2, maybe.
Could you describe them?
The usual, innit? Business types, academics, the odd drunk, courting couples, old people, students.
Anyone else?
I don't watch them thinking there's going to be a quiz.
What about you, Mr. Peckett?
I don't see much from the cab, and it was foggy. We was crawling all the way back. Didn't get back till gone too.
Anyone vouch for you?
One of the mechanics on the night shift, maybe.
And whoever you got at home, presumably.
My mother-in-law don't sleep so good, so I took her in a tea when I got home.
About you, Mr. Grant?
No fair. No little scrubber's got a ball and chain on me yet.
Well, you run into any passengers you recognise from last night, just point them out to DS Strange here. He'll be travelling with you this evening. All right. What'd you make to him?
Driver seems decent enough. I wouldn't give you 2 bob for Quasimodo.
No, me neither. Show Stanton's face around to as many passengers as you can, see if it jogs any memories. He was on that bus long enough for somebody to have seen him.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Are either of you a DCI Thursday from Castlegate Police Station?
Yeah, that's me.
A phone call for you.
DCI Thursday?
Thursday. Control room did try to reach you in the car. Your wife telephoned. Asked if you could drop by home. She said it's of some urgency.
Thank you, sir. Win?
Front room.
What's going on?
He's not been hurt, that's the first thing to say.
That we know of.
What do you mean?
It's Sam. A man called, a Captain Stanhope from his unit, his regiment over there. I wrote it all down. He wants to know if we've heard from him.
He's missing.
Absent without leave, his officer said. He had an afternoon pass yesterday, apparently, and he didn't return to barracks. They don't know where he is.
Hello, matey. Wasn't sure we'd see you today. Feeling better?
Yeah, much. Where's,
The old man?
Mm-hmm.
No, of course you won't have heard, will you?
What?
He was last seen in a city bar, according to his CO. May have got involved with a local girl. A lot of the lads have, apparently, but nobody knows who she is. Might have gone AWOL over her, but it'd be out of character.
If you need to go out, then.
Thank you, sir, but the officer said I'd just be one more thing for them to worry about.
Well, you have to take whatever compassionate leave you need. Mrs. Thursday will want you home, I'm sure.
Wynn's got out Joan. Looking after her, sir. I don't think she'd want me under her feet as well. I'm better here, to be honest. Working.
Whatever you think best, of course.
A couple of passengers have come forward to help us build a picture of who else was on the bus. So far, we've got a business type in a bowler, moustache, 40s. Girl, 20s, in a PVC Mac and white go-go boots. Drunk, medium height, medium build, clerk type, 30s possibly. A younger man, student type, reading a book. And an elderly woman, retired maybe.
Where was the envelope?
Inside the breast pocket of his jacket.
And there was nothing in it? No letter or...?
What's there is there, matey. Not much of a speller, though, was he, for a Don? Witch with a Y.
You're in them. Feeling better?
Oh, any news on Sam?
No, no news. So what was the matter with you yesterday?
Ah, just something I ate.
Maybe you should get a checkup.
Oh, no, I'm much better, really. Well, better than this chap. What's the story with the eyes?
Saw something you shouldn't have, maybe?
Any idea what he was doing at Chipping Compton at that time of the night?
No. He's a place in North Oxford, but nobody we spoke to there could shed any light.
Well, he must have been meeting someone. What did the bus crew say?
Not much. Didn't remember him.
Right, so, according to the crime board, the bus was back at the depot gone too. Does that chime with the Bundy clock?
Which?
Well, there'll be a Bundy clock. Here, at the terminus. The conductor turns it with his key and gets his card punched. It's to prove the bus was there when they say it was. I'd have thought checking that would have been a priority, to be honest.
Would you? Well, funnily enough, we were a man down yesterday, which left us short-handed. So,
We did manage to make some headway, matey. Even without you there to oversee our efforts.
we don't need someone coming in wise after the event to mark our homework.
No. I can go and check Stanton's rooms at Wolsey if you think it would help.
Yeah, if you like. He'd a mate killed. Right beside him. Fella from his unit. Sniper at a checkpoint. Reprisal for what happened to Ballymurphy over the summer. Maybe that knocked him. Knock anyone, wouldn't it? Seeing a mate go like that. Reprisals. Thought we'd done with all that. Don't expect it is all, not in peacetime. It was a policing job as much as anything. Stop one lot, killing another lot. We went in to keep people safe. That's why Sam was there, to keep them safe. Now they're... I don't understand.
What did you miss? Well, besides my sparkling company and witty repartee, It's all in the report.
Yes, I've read the report, but I want to hear from you.
Not a great deal to tell. Death by exsanguination as a result of multiple stab wounds, fore and aft. Oh, and the crosses carved on his eyes, of course. Cheers. Now, there was one curiosity. His last meal, a surfeit of mince, the one with the hole. Presumably to mask the stink from a belly full of five-star brandy.
Maybe he was the soak on the bus. Strange said the conductor mentioned there was a drunk, 30s, average height and build. Could have been him.
Morse, come in.
I was just passing.
You heard?
Of course. How's And you?
I don't know. It's silly. I always thought if something happened, then I would know. Feel it. Somehow. It's always been my little brother, you know? Like when we were kids, if he had a fall or was getting duffed up in the playground, I'd know and I'd get to him. And now I can't.
Well, if you need anything, well, if there's anything I can do.
Oh, Morse, I thought I heard someone.
Ah, Mrs. Thursday, I just came by.
Oh, that's good of you. We're all right, thank you. Don't need checking up on. And if we did, it's Fred should be here himself, not sending his men round.
Oh, no, I wasn't sent, Mrs. Thursday.
No. Well,
she's not herself.
At least you don't. Well, you know where I am.
Oh, Morse. Keep an eye on Dad.
Of course.
Thursday.
Strange, sir. This Bundy clock Morse was asking about. There was an issue due to the weather, apparently. Conductor reported the hatch was frozen shut.
On the level, you think?
It was a cold night. Freezing fog and a bit of sleet earlier in the evening. They do freeze shut, according to the bus inspector.
And another day's set for later. Heavy snow this time, according to the wireless.
Yeah. I'm going to stick on here. Show Stanton's face around.
Right.
I'll take it from here, thank you. Just back from Stanton's. I found a letter which matches the envelope we found on his body. There's a message on it. WSW 3MA question mark. West, southwest, something, possibly?
You've 4 weeks leave, Owen. Mr. Bright thinks you should take it now, and so do I. Deal with whatever you need to deal with. The Force has people who can help. If you need it, places you can go.
What do you mean, places I can go? Sorry, what are you talking about?
Christ. You want me to spell it out? I told you, the drink's a good servant, but a poor master. I picked your coat up from where you dropped it, and this fell out the pocket.
What, a bus ticket?
Look at the route.
Yes, it's the 33 that I take home from work sometimes.
Look at the date. It's 2 nights ago. It says you boarded at Fair Stage 4. That's off the Broad. Your home stop would be Broadwood Avenue, wouldn't it? That's Fair Stage 19.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom number gives a running total of all the tickets sold that day. Your number's 4493. Patrick Stanton's is 4479. He boarded at Fair Stage 2. You were on the same bus as the murder victim, and you didn't say anything. If you hadn't been so drunk, we'd have a credible witness.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, mate.
Did you just say Green Lane?
Next stop. Am I right on that one? Yes.
Excuse me, have we passed Broadwood Avenue?
Unless the driver's changed the route, yes, mate.
You don't remember, do you? You're the drunk on the bus that we've been looking for.
You've grazed yourself.
Oh.
Those stairs are slippy.
I know. Bad enough in the dry, but when they're wet, they're murder. Will you be all right?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Thank you.
My old man was a devil for the drink. It's what did for him in the end. I'd hate to see you go the same way. You're young, you're smart. Break the habit before it breaks you.
He was wearing cufflinks. Stanton. Silver cufflinks with some kind of a number on them.
Cufflinks?
Yeah, I've just remembered it.
There's a place down in Sussex run by a fellow called Wayne. Kind of health farm, very discreet. He'll see you right. There's no shame in needing help.
I don't need help.
As you like, but I'm signing you off all the same. I've got enough on my plate with it. Take the 4 weeks or don't come back. I can't use you in this shape.
So far, we've got a girl, 20s, in a PVC Mac and white go-go boots.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Up on board. That's it. Shipping Compton, is it? I remember you from the other night. I'll never forget a pretty face. Someone there to meet you, is there?
Yes, my boyfriend.
Is he? Well, I hope he's got a nice warm car, because you don't want to be out there in all that cold and snow freezing your little you-know-what off, do you?
Is everyone all right?
I think so.
My head.
Oh, you'd better let me take a look at that. It's perfectly all right. I'm a doctor. My name is Nichols. There now. Does anyone have a lighter? Ah. Thank you. No. It looks worse than it is. Head wounds always bleed very heavily. Just watch out for concussion. If you feel giddy or sick, let me know, yes? Is anyone else hurt?
No. I've got a broken heart. You can fix that if you like.
Now.
Everybody all right?
Your conductor's taken a bit of a knock, but everyone else seems to be faring okay. How about the passengers downstairs?
Nobody on the bottom deck. Everybody come up for the warmth.
Driver, what happened?
Black ice, sir. I tried to hold her, but she wouldn't respond, and We're stuck in a snowdrift and the engine can't out.
Can you fix it?
I'm a driver, not a mechanic.
Well, someone will have to go for help.
Are you volunteering, are you, Squire?
No, I'm not. He's the driver. His first duty is to the passengers.
My first duty is to the Oxford and District Bus Corporation. That means this vehicle.
Well, someone will need to go.
After you then, Captain Oates.
Look, arguing isn't going to help anything, is it?
Where are we?
The next stop would have been for Narracott Holt, for the station there.
Was that about a mile away?
Nearer too. But you can't go out there, Chief, not in this weather. You won't get 200 yards.
So the last stop was Tafton Park, is that right?
What of it?
Nothing. Just we can't be far from Tafton Park Hotel. I used to work there as a waitress.
Tafton Park? Did it close down after that business?
What business?
The Loomis case. Escaped lunatic, gate crashed a fancy dress dude, killed a whole load of people.
Grisly affair, as I recall.
Well, there might be a phone there.
After all this time, the wires have been cut surely.
Well, it's got to be better than sitting here catching our death of cold.
We should stay with the bus. Somebody will come out.
Well, I say put it to a vote.
We're not in Athens now.
Vote all you like, but this is my bus and I'm staying with her. And if you all got any sense, you do the same thing.
Oh, no.
Well, I'd say that rather settles it.
Are you sure you know the way from here?
I recognise the lamppost. It's not far.
Here, you better have this.
Well, you lead, we'll follow.
Still here, Thursday? Thought you'd have been away long since.
Just waiting on Strange, sir. He's on the 33.
Oh. Well, perhaps I'll wait with you, unless you've any objection.
None, sir. But he could be some time. The weather looks to have set in. You might be better getting home while you can.
I find there's less cause to hurry back these days. Supper for one and the world about us. My table talk was hardly scintillating when there was someone there to hear it. Now I imagine it's rather less so. Certainly one-sided.
Well, be glad of your company then, sir.
Don't suppose there's any...
Oh, Sam? No, sir, no, not yet.
Well, that's something, perhaps.
Yes, sir, that's something.
We're nearly there.
I told you it was a waste of time.
Look, give me the torch and I'll go round the side.
You see, Les, nobody listened to me.
Come in, come in.
Well done.
Through. Now, there's no electricity, but do you know if there's an emergency generator, Miss?
Travers, Linda. I think there is a generator block on one of the cabins.
Can you show me?
Of course, if you like.
Right, I'll get a fire lit.
What about the phone? That's what we come here for, isn't it?
It's dead.
I told you we should have stayed with the bus.
We're in the drive, that's something.
There should be a box of candles somewhere. We'd put a few out of an evening for the guests. Mr. Churchyard said it made things cosy.
Who's Mr. Churchyard?
He was the manager.
Perhaps we should introduce ourselves.
I really can't see there's any call for needless familiarity.
Get you.
if we're going to be here any length of time.
Hopefully we won't be. I can't imagine we'll be sending each other Christmas cards.
It's all right, lady, I don't mind. I have manners even if others ain't. Norbert Pobbs, but my friends, they call me Nobby.
Mrs. Bruce Potter, postmistress, retired. And what do you do?
It's like the Queen Mum. And what do you do? Bit of this, bit of that. Jack of all trades, you might say.
What a man of mystery you are, Mr. Hobbs.
I'm Richard Blake. My friends call me Richie. I'm a student.
Mrs. Watson. Elsie.
Percy Walsh. I'm also retired. Previously with the exam board.
Linda Travers, shop assistant.
I'm John Peckett, and this is my conductor, Les.
Very well. If you must know, my name is Jaeger, Lawrence Jaeger, and I'm a solicitor.
Morse.
Just Morse.
That's right.
Settling. I said it would. You come home, Mum. I know you will. I know.
There should be more in the stores. I can have a look if you like.
I'll come with you. There might be some painkillers that I can give to our conductor.
Or we can go together in a moment. Then Miss Travis might show us where the generator block is.
So this is where it all happened?
Or what happened?
The massacre, the Loomis boy.
Never heard of him.
Posh boy, wasn't he? Some private school or other? He went off his head and tried to do for one of the teachers, so he put him away.
Yeah, Strangmore he ended up. Headington Hill. A year later, Loomis and another prisoner escaped from a van, taking them back to the hospital from court. Loomis made his way here, killed one of the guests, and went round in the dead man's fancy dress, murdering anyone that took his eye.
You seem to know an awful lot about it.
Well, I read a book on it by a fellow called Fitzowen.
Yes, well, I really don't think it's something to dwell on this evening.
We've got to do something to pass the time. Might as well be a story around the campfire. God, my head.
Maybe you should lie down, Les, huh?
What became of him? Loomis?
He was caught and sent back to Strangmore, I believe.
He was, only before the case came to trial, he killed himself.
That's a horrible story. I don't know why anyone would want to tell it here and now. Miss Travers was a waitress here, weren't you? Oh, we know it happened during her time.
Right. Which way's the bar? Presumably there is one.
If I might suggest we all stay together for the moment.
What? In case the bogeyman gets us?
Miss Travers, after you.
Mind your step.
When were you last here?
A long time ago. I only did 6 months or something. If I remember, this should be...
Place is like the Mary Celeste. As if whoever was here had just stepped out for a minute. How long did you say it had been closed?
8 years it must be now. February '63.
Is that when you were here?
It's not really something I like to talk about.
No, of course not. I'm sorry, that was thoughtless of me to ask.
Here they are. There's not many left, but they should last us if we're careful.
If you give me a light, I'll find my own way back. If you want to push on and see about the generator.
Right, which way?
To the right.
Bingo.
So have you any idea how this thing works?
Not really.
Well, how difficult can it be? I'm sure she wasn't being rude, Dr. Nichols, earlier.
No, I know. It's only natural people are curious. But they wouldn't be if they'd been here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was 14. My mum and dad let me do a little bit of waitressing for pocket money. We didn't really know what was going on for a while. People just disappeared. One of the guests, a waitress, you just thought they were off enjoying themselves somewhere, but he'd got them. Even poor Mr. Churchyard. And then the police were here and they got him. The place closed down that night and never reopened. Well, who'd want to come here?
Gruesome business, Thursday.
There's something about it rings a bell, sir, but I'm damned if I know what it is.
An old case, perhaps?
If it is, it wasn't one of mine. You're back early.
Service has been cancelled due to the snow.
All quiet, Sergeant?
Dead as, sir. I rode the outbound 33 out to the terminus, stayed aboard, came all the way back again.
At least the late's been cancelled, saved you the bother of changing.
No late service, maybe, but there was a 33 still running. Morse was on it.
Morse was? He's on leave as of this afternoon.
Well, he was there, sir. I don't think he saw me. I saw him.
Maybe he was just catching the bus home like a civilian. It goes by his way, doesn't it?
It does, sir. Any event, he's left his car in the yard.
Well, perhaps he didn't fancy his chances behind the wheel in this weather, and I can't say as I blame him.
No, sir.
Well, if all your strays are gathered in Thursday, I might cut along home.
Yes, sir. I'll just give the case another pipeful.
I wouldn't leave it too late, sir. The roads are getting pretty bad, and the wireless says this is set to go through till morning at least.
Well, there you go.
Do you want to give it a try? Ah. You were on the 33 bus, weren't you? Night before last. So was I.
Yeah, I was meeting my boyfriend at Chipping Compton. He lives in Henley, but he drives up to meet me halfway.
Did you hear about that chap that was found dead? It was in all the papers.
Yeah, I read about it.
Did you see him on the bus?
I don't know. I might have done if I knew what he looked like.
When you got off at Chipping Compton, you didn't see him?
I fell asleep, and when I woke up, the bus was empty. It was only the conductor shouting for all change that brought me round.
Should we get back to the others?
Yes, let's.
Any luck?
I say, well done.
Where's everyone else?
The conductor wasn't feeling very well. Bang on his head, I suppose, so the driver took him upstairs to see if there was somewhere he could lie down.
That's more like it.
No, there was someone else. Mr. Hobbs.
He went to find the bar.
Oh, so you get the lights working then?
How's your conductor?
Not good. Him have a bad headache. But I settle him down. The fella not back with the drinks yet?
No, not yet.
Someone's carved crosses on his eyes. Signs and wonders, Chief Inspector. Signs and wonders.
Miss Frazel, DCI Thursday. I wonder if I could pick your brains. It's about an old county case, 8 years ago. Rather disturbed young man called Warren Loomis.
What do you mean he's not there?
Well, there's a broken bottle on the floor behind the bar. And fresh blood on the mirror.
Saw him drop a bottle. Maybe he cut himself and went to clean up.
Or maybe he thought better of staying here and went for help.
That's unlikely, I'd have thought. Without his overcoat.
I can help you find him if you're worried.
I can manage. Thank you. Please, all just try to stay together. At least until I return.
Well, he's a funny so-and-so, isn't he?
Highly strung, I'd have said.
He's a drunk. What, you couldn't smell it on him?
Oh, really? You can't go around saying things like that about people.
There was a broken bottle, wasn't there?
He's a drunkard. I'm telling you. My conductor knew him straight off. He was on the bus 2 nights back. Didn't even know what day of the week it was, let alone him stop. She knew. You must have seen him. Tell them.
Oh, I don't remember, really.
He took a stumble down the stairs getting off.
Any sign?
No, not yet.
Probably just having a bit of an explore, wouldn't you think?
Perhaps.
Cowley Bus Depot, driver Faradun speaking.
Has the last 33 out running returned to the depot?
No, sir. We've had reports the roads around Chipping Compton are impassable, so she might be a while, if she gets back at all.
What are the passengers meant to do?
Whoever's on the 33 would just have to sit tight and wait it out. Was there anything else, sir?
If that 33 comes back, could you get word to Detective Chief Inspector Thursday at Castlegate?
Certainly. Good night then, sir.
Regular run for you, is it? The 33 route?
No, not particularly. You?
I was coming to Haddonfield to visit an old pal.
Oh, yes?
You don't think something really has happened to him, do you?
I don't know.
So, what's your line, Mr. Morse?
I'm a civil servant.
Oh, yes. What department? I only asked because quite a few of my boys went into the civil service.
Your boys?
My former pupils. I was a teacher before the exam board. Goldwater, Netherbridge, Gunderby.
Oh, there you are. You find him yet?
No, not yet.
What are you up to?
I left my refreshment on the bus. I can't go through to the morning without no food in my belly, and I thought Les might want something, so... But I'll be damned if I can't find an opener.
Well, I think you should go back to the hall.
Look, I don't mean to disrespect a passenger, huh? But you mind your business, and I will mind mine, all right?
I just meant until we find Mr. Hobbs. I think you should be careful, that's all.
Of what now?
There was a passenger murdered off the 33 bus, wasn't there, the night before last? Your bus.
Uh-huh, yes. The same bus you were drunk as a lad on. So if anyone wants to be careful, I would say it's you. This Hobbs has probably gone back into town for all we know, and you carrying on like he's murdered? What are you trying to do to my passengers, huh? You're trying to scare them half to death?
I never wanted him to go in the army. That's all your talk, giving him ideas. The war this, the war that.
Winnie.
He shouldn't be out there. What's it his business with these people? I mean, who are they to us anyway? He should be home, here.
Win.
No. If anything happened to him, you're responsible, not them. They don't know any better. I wonder if any of you do.
Do you like Hawkwind?
I don't know. What's that?
Oh, they're a band. I saw them in the summer at this festival down in Somerset. They've just got a new album out.
Any luck?
No, I'm afraid not.
No, nothing.
Excuse me.
Hey, man, I'm not sure you should be doing that.
That's a man's private things. The damn cheek.
Dad. It's not only Sam, is it?
Jim Strange saw Morse, 33, earlier this evening. It's not gone back to the depot. What with this weather,
You're not worried, are you?
he's not been right.
Came by earlier,
Who, Morse?
this afternoon. Just to see if there was anything he could do.
Your mum never said.
She's not herself.
Miss Fraser, you know our daughter Joan?
Of course, hello. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh,
I fancy Miss Fraser Latuna something stronger. Whiskey, do you?
Always, thank you. How are you?
Oh, really, there was no need for you to come out. In weather like this, a phone call would have done.
I'm rather afraid it wouldn't.
Does anyone play cards? We could kill an hour or two with bridge or canasta, if anyone fancied it.
Do you have any cards?
No, but... I mean, it's a hotel, isn't it? They must have cards.
They keep all the cards and games in the library bar. I can fetch a pack if you like.
It might take our minds off the situation.
I don't think you should go.
That's all right. I know my way around. I'll be back before you know it.
Well, if we're stretching our legs, where did you say the ladies was?
You saw the letter that drunken busybody Morse pulled out. What do you think's happened?
To Hobbs, haven't the faintest. But if you're asking me to put my shirt on it, which you rather are, I'd say somebody's got it in for us, wouldn't you?
All of us, you mean?
All of us who are left. I'll watch your back if you watch mine. But Hercos O'Donton...
Mind if I join you?
Snooker isn't really a game for three, Mr. Blake.
I'm happy to watch.
As may be, but one might not be happy to be watched. You might put Mr. Jaeger off his stroke, and that would never do.
I'll go you then.
wondered where you got to. You all right?
Mm-hmm. What do you make of this?
I don't know. I suppose it looks rather like a tallyman's account book or that of a debt collector. Though I would expect to see a list of monies owed, and that's not there. Why? What am I meant to make of it?
I don't know. It's what I found in Hobbs' coat.
Yes, well, you should probably replace it, shouldn't you? I doubt it has any bearing on his whereabouts, and I can't think he'll thank you for rifling his pockets. Besides, it's not done to take things that don't belong to one. Didn't your mother ever tell you that? Oh, God. You really are in a bad way, aren't you?
So looking at contemporary accounts, it seems that on the night in question, Warren Loomis and another patient, Flavian Creech, were being brought back from respective committal hearings to Strangmoor when the vehicle they were travelling in went off the road.
Creech? That's,
Beast of Belgravia, a.k.a. the Devourer, self-styled apostle of hell, murderer, necrophile, and alleged cannibal.
good to his mother, no doubt.
Kept her head in a hat box. The psychiatrist who first examined him described Creech as the most dangerous man he'd ever met, a creature wholly without conscience.
I remember. The epitome of evil, wasn't that the phrase?
Yeah, he clearly had a liking for the Loomis boy and took him under his wing at Strangmoor.
They engineer the crash, you think? Or was that just bad luck?
Never established. Weather was poor, much like tonight. February '63, the big freeze, icy roads.
It's a wonder any of the party guests managed to get to Taffordham Park at all.
In hindsight, I imagine they rather wish they hadn't.
Any luck?
With Hobbs? No, not yet.
He's done a bunk, I told you. Probably didn't fancy spending the rest of the night in this. Carsey.
Oh. I say. That's Johnny Devine, isn't it?
Oh my God!
It's safe here. You're all right. It's going to be all right.
Yeah, it's not all right, though, is it? What the hell are you telling her that for?
Control yourself.
Don't give me bloody orders. You've no authority here, Mr. Morse.
Detective Sergeant Morse, Thames Valley.
If you're a policeman, why didn't you say anything before now?
Because I was hoping that I wouldn't have to.
What is going on?
Mr. Hobbs has been killed.
Killed? He's in the ballroom with his throat cut and crosses carved into his face where his eyes should be.
His eyes? It's like what happened to Mr. Churchyard that night with Loomis. That's what he did.
Loomis is dead, though, isn't he? He died. He killed himself.
So either there's some lunatic creeping around the hotel that we don't know about, or whoever did that.
You can't mean it's one of us.
It stands to reason, doesn't it?
I'm going to look at the generator. I suggest you all stay within sight of each other until I return.
What if something happens to you? Why should you take the risk?
He's a policeman. It's what he's paid for, right?
Yes, that's right. It's what I'm paid for, Mr. Yeager.
How is she, Doctor?
Out cold. She's had a terrible shock, Mr. Blake. Sleep and rest is the best thing for her.
Anybody coming with me to check on Les?
I can, if you like.
No, don't worry, Mrs. Bruce Potter. I should see how his head's doing, but I'd be glad if you'd keep an eye on Miss Travers.
Of course.
I'll keep you company.
3 of us, then. For safety.
Upstairs?
Yes, follow me.
Well, if you all think I'm going to sit here waiting to be picked off by this bloody madman, you've got another thing coming.
Well, but Sergeant Moore said we should all stick together.
I don't need anybody's permission to defend myself. If somebody wants to come for me, they'll get more than they bargained for.
I'm going to find Sergeant Morse.
You're leaving?
I'll send back help. For everyone.
I'm sure none of us want to be here any more than you, Mrs. Watson, but in this weather, you'll catch your death.
I'll take my chances. I can't stay here.
Right. This way. It wasn't locked when I check on him. Les? It's John. Open the door.
Maybe he's taken a turn for the worse. You'll have to put it in.
I can't do that. It's private property. Les! Can you hear me? Open the door!
Thank heavens.
Perhaps we should wait for the police officer. If something's happened. I'm just a retired teacher. I don't have the authority for something like this. Sergeant Morse should be here.
Where is everybody?
What were they doing, leaving the girl alone? For God's sake.
Is this all of you?
Looks that way.
Miss Travers? What's going on? It's all right. You fell asleep. You've had a nasty shock.
I want to go home.
We need to see about Les.
We just went to check on him, but his door was locked. I can stay with her if you can go with Mr. Pickett.
No, we'll all go together. All of us.
As County pieced it together, the first victim that night was a guest named Roland Parker, who was found dead in his room. And it was Parker's fancy dress outfit which Loomis put on to move freely among the other guests.
Where the hell has he gone?
He must have gone out of the window.
He was in no fit shape for that, eh, Doc? You saw the state of him.
He'd had a bang on the head, Mr. Pickett, that was all.
Well, something has happened, I am telling you.
So what do you think you're looking at with Stanton? Someone emulating Loomis's handiwork?
It's odd, though, isn't it? Of all the victims at Taverton Park that night, only Churchyard had crosses carved onto his eyes.
What are you thinking?
Could Creech have been there with Loomis, do you think?
No reply from Morses. But according to the operator, the snow's brought down cables all over town. Jim's going to look in on his place. See if he's back.
Right.
Mr. Blake?
You all right? You okay?
Fetch the blankets. Get him by the fire. We must get him warm through. He's frozen half to death.
Come on, this way.
Right. I went to find you. Lost my way.
Me?
I didn't think I was going to get back. I waved, didn't you see me? I saw one of you. Thought you come out after me.
What's it?
You didn't recognise who it was?
It was just a shadow in the snow.
Well, fingers crossed they'll find their own way back, and if not, then we can send out a search party. Dr. Nichols, we should let him settle, and then you and I go and examine Mr. Hobbs's body. All right?
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Not sure I've been any help. We want to get to the bottom of this. There's only one person left alive knows what truly happened at Taverton Park, and that's Flavian Creech. Good night.
Right. I have to see a patient at Strangmore Hospital. It's urgent.
Who's this for? Morse? It's Sam you should be out there looking for. That's who you should have to. Your own. Our son, my son, not somebody else's. Why aren't you over there? I'll tell you why. Because you're a coward, that's why. If anything's happened to him...
Mum, don't say that.
You keep out of this. I'll say what I please in my own house, and I will thank you not to take sides. I'm not one of those women at work that you think you can talk down to. You think you know it all, with your books and your courses and your clever ideas. And where did that get you? Leamington.
Don't, please.
What does that mean?
Never mind what it means. You weren't so bloody clever there, were you? No. I'm your mother, and you will give me the respect that I'm due. Well, go if you're going. And if you are going, don't bother coming back because I'm sick of the sight of you.
She doesn't mean it.
She does. And she's right. Doing nothing, bearing it, that takes a different kind of guts. But I'm no good at sitting and waiting. I never have been. If I could do something to help find Sam,
Of course you would. She knows that. We all know that.
I'd tear the world down to bring him home safe, give it my last breath. But I can't. There's nothing I can do. Nothing. And that... But if I can't fix the one thing, I've got to fix the other. You know how I am. Sam's always taken after your mum. Slow to anger and quick to forgive. But you and me, we're...
I know.
What happened out at Chipping Compton the other night? I'm not interested in any petty rule breaking with the Bundy clock, say, but if there's anything which has a bearing on what's happening here.
He's got a woman, Les. Her old man work away in the week. So, while I'm having my break, Les is... I turn a blind eye for him, that is all.
How long was he gone?
Half an hour, 45 minutes.
Well, there's no great mystery as to the cause of death. Someone cut his throat, most likely from behind. The injuries to his eyes, and I'm no pathologist, but I'd say they were inflicted post-mortem.
What about his pockets? Well, at least we now know what the book was about. He's not a tallyman or a debt collector. He's an agent for Zenon's football pools. The street names and numbers must have been his rounds. The address on the envelope in his jacket pocket. Isis House, Abingdon Lane. That's a probation hostel. Perhaps he was in prison.
Oh, hello. There is something else. Cufflink, engraved. Number 37.
What about his other pocket?
Oh, good heavens. 22.
You think we should cover him? Use a tablecloth or something, just lay it over him.
When the hurly-burly's done.
I killed a policeman once. He came asking for a missing boy I'd been enjoying. Door to door. Why do coppers call it that? They all secretly aspire to be commercial travellers. Knocking on suburban housewives' doors with your little sample cases filled with shoes or brassiers or soap, whatever it may be. I had a sample case, but I didn't keep bits of vacuum cleaners in it.
Ah. You kept bits of people in it.
There's somebody just gone up the stairs.
What?
Didn't either of you see it?
No.
Did you hear that? It's bells. Fetch the others.
Come quick! You've got to come! He's seen someone!
Who has?
Mr. Walsh!
I should have gone after him, but I don't feel so good.
Oh, what did you see?
I don't know, it was Walsh that saw it. He went upstairs.
Which way did he go?
Left, he went left.
That was taken yesterday morning. A man carved up with crosses for eyes. Exactly the same as one of Warren Loomis's victims at Tafferton Park.
Not just any man. Hobbs is out on parole then, eh?
Who's Hobbs?
The least of them.
The least of who?
All I can tell you is that you can expect 3 more of them. If it hasn't happened already. I shouldn't think they'll let the grass grow.
Who wouldn't?
The Furies. 3 goddesses of vengeance who punished uncalled criminals. Warren. A poor little rich boy.
Scholarship boy is what he was. I read the case files. Loomis wasn't rich.
Yes, he was. We should have been. That's what they really put him away for.
Who did? Who put him away?
There were 4 of them. And Churchyard.
Who did this? Jaeger, what happened? What happened?
Jim, come in.
They tried to get you on the blower, but the lines must be down. I went by Morse's, but the place is in darkness and he's not answering the door. I wouldn't fret. He usually lands butter side up. So, how is everyone? And more to the point, how are you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm just...
Hey. Hey now. I got you. It's all right. I've got you, don't worry. There. It'll all be all right. I've got you.
Someone should go and see if Sergeant Morse is all right.
I'll go.
No, you'd better wait here. Mr. Blake and Miss Travers are in no fit state to defend themselves. And I'll be careful. Believe me.
Here. You better knock this back. It'll warm you right through.
You've got to get out of here now.
What's going on?
I don't know, but I think it's something to do with the Loomis case.
The masquerade?
No, it wasn't just a masquerade, it was a school reunion.
You think Loomis came here seeking revenge on the boys who had bullied him?
His classmates know, but the old boys maybe. Look, I don't know, but I just know whatever Loomis started in '63, someone has come in and helped him finish it.
You were there that night at Tafferton Park.
Well, what can I say? Many hands make light work.
What were the eyes about? A religious thing?
Just crosses.
What did you see him as, Loomis? Kind of apprentice?
A disciple.
But he didn't have the nerve for it, did he? That's why he stopped at Churchyard. If Loomis did for Churchyard at all.
Warren had a great head for figures. Before they burned it out of him. But no stomach for wet work. Huh? They were all at Tafferton Park for the do. Of course they were. It's the big night they'd all been waiting for. The payoff. So, it fell to me to put things right for him. Manager was easy to find because he was in the office, but I didn't know what the others looked like, and I got distracted.
Tell me about his family. Please.
The colour supplement sent a snapper to capture life in the nuthatch. Our head shrinker was very taken with the results, as you can see. I'm not allowed into the gardens, but Warren had visitors that day. There's a picture on the right. Edith's sister. My grandmother brought her every weekend. I think Nana was a bit camera shy.
Is he out?
Cool.
Get to the road and just keep going. When you get to the first house, call the police. Go! Go!
Stop!
Here, get in, get in.
More fares. Any more fares? Any more fares? Move right along down this line. Side. Next stop. That's it.
All
yes,
right.
please. Thank you.
You're safe now. I'm a police officer.
Room for
You're
one more.
safe. You're safe, all right?
You better let me tend to him.
Move along.
Oh, Dr. Nichols.
DCI Thursday, Dr. Thames Valley.
It's all right.
There's a woman in my car needs attending to as well. You wouldn't by any chance have seen my sergeant?
Your concern for your friend's very, touching. But it'd help if you were in the right safe. That's the safe for the hotel guests. The manager's personal safe is behind that painting there.
What the hell are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. As did Jaeger here, and Hobbs, and Stanton. Now, my guess is that it's something to do with Loomis and whatever's hidden in that safe these past 8 years.
What?
You can either tell me now, or you can tell them. But I'm the only one standing in between them doing to you what they've done to the rest of your little cabal.
Oh, what little cabal?
Actually, it's which cabal, isn't it? W-Y-C-H. That's what was written on the back of the envelope inviting Stanton to chip in Compton. I assume he thought the letter came from you.
One of who?
W-Y-C-H. Walsh, Jaeger, Churchyard, Hobbs. Now, considering Churchyard is dead, that little cabal.
Why would he think the invitation came from us?
The code. WSW3MA. Oh, I was stumped at first, but I saw your name on the seating plan. House Corridor. WSW3MA. When shall we three meet again? For Stanton, it was the terminus of the 33 bus, last bus of the night. I know that because I was on it and I saw him. Now, there are 2 people still alive in this hotel who were also on that bus.
End of the routes. All passengers alight, please. You be all right a minute? Call in nature.
Oh, gosh, you all right?
Let's get him off the path.
My invitation to take the 33 to Haddonfield arrived this morning. I thought it came from him and that we were to speak about Stanton's death when we met.
And supposedly he thought his invitation came from you, or Hobbs. But why didn't you sit by each other on the bus?
Never acknowledge one another in public. Those were the rules. At first I thought it must be some kind of macabre coincidence that we'd all ended up here in this bloody hotel.
No, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think whoever sent those invitations never intended for you to get to Haddonfield. I think the hotel was always the intended terminus. Now look, if you want to get out of here alive, I suggest you come with me now. So what is it with these cufflinks? Look, I know the who and the how of it. You need to know the why of it.
I don't know what you mean.
If I've got some bargaining power, I might be able to save your skin. Stanton had 10 numbers on a blackboard in his room. Since then, I've seen 6 of those numbers on 3 sets of cufflinks. First on Stanton, second in Churchyard's desk, third in Hobbs's pockets. Presumably the final pair belong to you and Jaeger, so tell me, what does it mean?
I thought you were a detective, Sergeant Morse. Haven't you figured it out yet? The numbers on the cufflinks mark each man out as a member of the football pool syndicate.
8 from 10.
The most popular pools bet. You put a cross on the coupon next to 10 football fixtures and hope that at least 8 result in a score draw. 5 men, 2 numbers each.
Presumably the winning line. There was a pools coupon used as a bookmark in Stanton's rooms. One of the winners was a Mr. C from Oxford. Churchyard, presumably.
Not so fast, Walsh. We go together. Go on, Sergeant, you're so close.
So, what Churchyard has locked in his safe these past 8 years is a cash prize from a win on the pools.
Bravo. Only to prevent any one person being able to make off with all the winnings, Stanton devised a double-blind system that broke up the combination among the syndicate.
It could only be opened when all 5 of us were gathered together. Stanton said it was foolproof.
As I'm sure it would have been had Churchyard not been killed,
Whatever part he knew went with him to his death.
which prevented anyone else from gaining access to the money.
They might have been able to work it out if they'd shared what they knew. But avarice breeds mistrust.
Hobbs wasn't going to confide his part while they were at liberty, and he wasn't.
He was in prison.
8 years. Fraud. The rest of them didn't know how to blow a safe without destroying its contents.
So where did Loomis fit into this?
My grandson was born with a gift, Sergeant. An almost supernatural ability to see patterns in random data sets.
Sets of data, such as what?
Such as several seasons' worth of football results.
You mean he came up with a method of predicting the pools?
He said the numbers danced for him.
He demonstrated his gift to a schoolmaster.
I thought it was a joke. I mean, we'd been doing the pools for years, and the idea that a boy could have better luck.
You must have thought you were onto your own rocking horse, winner.
Except it wouldn't do for a teacher to be found out enriching himself at the expense of a pupil, which is where Churchyard came in. He put the pools coupon in under his own name on behalf of the syndicate, so that Warren wouldn't realise that he had been betrayed by Walsh and the rest. Or so they thought.
The first we knew of any of it was when the school ran to say Warren had attacked Walsh in some violent and psychotic fit and been sent to Strangmore.
It was his word against the teacher.
Meanwhile, the money had already been claimed by Churchyard, so there was no way to connect it to Walsh or the rest of them.
A year they let the money cool in the safe. A year. Waiting for the fuss to blow over, while Warren was dismissed as a disturbed and violent fantasist.
But Linda found a coded message between Churchyard and the rest of them in the office, pertaining to the reunion. That's when they were meant to divvy up the spoils.
Only my brother got to them first.
So that's why you carved crosses on Stanton's eyes and the rest of them. You were following your brother's example. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to deny you your last pair.
We don't want to hurt you, Sergeant Moss. It's him we want.
What has a bus driver to do with this, Mr. Peckett?
He was an orderly at Strangmore, DCI Thursday, Thames Valley. I've just come from talking to Creech there now.
Warren told me his story at the time, but I didn't believe him. After he killed himself, it didn't sit easy with me. So I look up the family, and they convinced me of the truth of it.
I don't suppose 190,000 quid came into it.
We know how that money, sir. Even though it was the family's by right, this was about justice.
Justice? But Walsh and the rest stole from Warren. They didn't kill him.
They may not have held the blade that slashed his wrists, but they killed my grandson, just as surely as if they had.
So what now? Still want to get away with it? You'll have to do us all in.
Right! Give it here. Give me a knife.
On the riot now! Come on.
You're the DCI fault too.
Get a car for this one.
On what charge?
That's right. I think of something. We'll need an ambulance for Mr. Blake here.
There any news on Sam? No, sir. No, not yet.
Could you brief Mr. Bright this once? I've got to get back to the family.
Yes, of course. So, I will take those 4 weeks, if the offer's still there.
As long as you need.
Beginning to thaw.
Sun always comes up. Just gotta hold on for it a bit longer. sometimes. Is all.